Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Sunday afternoon's game, Texans versus the Packers. It was a tough loss, man. I really wanted that one. Um, I was really hoping that we was going to get it together in the second half. We lost a close one. Definitely a winnable game, though. Definitely a winnable game. We got to make a big emphasis on capitalizing off of turnovers. We got a lot of turnovers. Our defense did way more than enough this past game. We were missing multiple starters, and they did more than we could have expected of them. They got at least 3 turnovers, so we won the turnover battle, and we still found a way to lose, and it was primarily because of our offense. We had two facets of the game that we did amazing in. Shout out to the special teams. Shout out to the defense, guys. I mean, y'all did spectacular. But we really missed Nico Collins against the Packers for sure. And it starts by capitalizing off of turnovers. We had a drop in the end zone. Tank Dell, you didn't have not a catch. I know you're kicking yourself because you're a talented player and you want to do the best thing that you can and give the best performance that you can. This wasn't your best performance, man. This wasn't your best performance, and you gotta be able to contribute to the team, man, whenever you can. So definitely watch this film. Definitely watch that drop that you had, man, and just see how you can get better. The second time that we got an opportunity in the red zone, we ended up scoring. Joe Mixon had a great game, great run that time. And I think that we should have just got more to feeding Joe, finding different ways to get him the ball. To get into our next topic, I think that C.J. Stroud has to do like the fault. Where the fault is to blame is CJ. Starts with you, finishes with you. You get all the credit, man, and you're gonna get a lot of the blame. Formation recognition, and learning from these mistakes, man, is gonna be critical because once the shark smells blood in the water, man, they're gonna attack. This is not going to be the last time that you see this defense. That's not the last time that you're going to see that offense. I mean, that formation that you saw in the first half. So get used to it, man. Get used to disguise blitzes. Get used to people crowding the line. See how you're going to attack it. I want to talk about a particular play that emphasizes exactly how our day went on offense. They're getting great jumps. They're disguising blitzes. CJ looked like a deer in headlights, man. You definitely felt the pressure of this game, and that's look. There's gonna be games where you feel pressure. There's gonna be games where you get sacked. Offensive line got to do better, but also CJ, man, you gotta, and I know this is easier said than done, but you gotta let some of this stuff roll off your back, man. Because speaking about this play, it epitomized all of the bad things that were going on that day. Definitely want to talk about the plan of attack when we see plays like that or see formations like that. An idea that I had throughout the game was I think that we should have gotten to some delayed runs because their defense was pinning their ears back. They were trying to have CJ feel pressure, and there was a lot of holes that could have been exploited. There was a play that I found where Joe Mixon just ran into the hole that the defender or the defensive end, I want to say, maybe it was a corner, they did a lot of blitzing of corners, but Joe Mixon ran into the hole that he left. And, some of those delayed runs were what we needed to do, what we needed to get more of. So I'm excited that we were able to exploit that, the plays that we were able to exploit. But yeah, in the second half it was a different story. They weren't doing it as much, and they started going to a 4-3 defense. And I have another example of a play with that. I think the point of attack, right? And we have to be adaptable. We have to be adaptable. They were crowding the line in the first half. And again, this game was a story of two halves. They were crowding the line in the first half, doing disguised blitzes, but then they noticed or then they understood that this dude Joe Mixon is a problem. And again, either we franchise tag the guy or give him a contract. I say give him a contract, man, because this dude has been balling. He's been doing his thing with us this year, man, and he's deserving of a contract. But in the second half, that 4-3 defense, they wanted to stop the run, right? And we crowded up the line, and we had a lot of bunch formations. And I think that if we would have just spread our receivers out, I think we did one screenplay the entire game. Once they went to that 4-3 defense, I would have liked to see some screens. I would have liked to see us spread them out, get some linebackers on some receivers. But we just did nothing of that. We stuck to the run, and we got to be adaptable, man. And that was an opportunity for CJ to take advantage and pick your spots more reasonably. So yeah, player of the game goes to number 21, Kalen Bullock. I finally learned your name. Danielle Hunter, shout out to you. Shout out to Will Anderson Jr. The defense, man, y'all played spectacular. Got to give credit where credit is due. What's for the birds, man, is our formation recognition, right? Pass protection, that's for the birds, man, because we were letting a lot of free runners get to CJ. CJ, you did a lot of it. Again, you looked like he had deer in the headlights, man. Wasn't your best game. I'm sure that you're going to bounce back from it, man. I'm sure you put the work in, man, and you get to the film study. So I know you're going to correct this mistake. Run that ball, man. Run that ball, run that ball, run that ball. I think that they were just getting a really good jump on us off this line of scrimmage. They were getting past our offensive line early. I think when we start looking at some of the stuff on the sideline, whenever we're okay, these people are getting a little bit of a jump. Let's try some delayed runs. Okay, now they're no longer getting that jump that they were getting earlier in the game. Let's go back to our pass. Okay, now they're doing a 4-3 trying to stop the run. Let's spread them out. Let's get a linebacker on the receiver. Let's exploit matchups. Let's exploit matchups. I think that should be our course of action when we playing. We have a balanced offense, man. We got to use it, man. We can't stick to just one aspect of our game. So, yeah, man. Do better, Texans. We play the Colts next week. It's our second time playing the Colts. I know they got Anthony Richardson back, man. I'm hoping that Anthony Richardson is not able to have the game that he had the first week of the season, man. We got to do better, man. This guy has not have a lot of experience playing football. To his point, he said that he's injury prone. I don't think he is. I think he's a great player, but can't have the game that he had the last time. Peace out. I'm Texas famous, ooh, I'm Texas famous.